I was participating in the Magic Sandwich Show chat a few weeks ago, and I've been there a few times, but I'm not going to mention any names. However, there was a guy in there just all over the place who was shitting on atheism and then bad-mouthing evolution and such. So I started questioning him, and he would just repeat himself, which is what they do, and that's my thing. I figure out how to get myself out of that shit and try to get them into the corner and keep them there. But well, I think my question toward atheism was why he was in the chat if atheism doesn't bother him, and I just couldn't get an answer. But he shut up after a while, I noticed. But then he started going on about evolution, and then so I asked him, well, if he's obligated to accept evolution as either a theory or a fact, and I'm not saying it's either. I'm just asking him if he's obligated to accept it on either of those two levels, because the Christians say it's only a theory, and while scientists, skeptics also say it's a fact, which I don't doubt, don't get me wrong, but that's not the point. So I asked the guy, I asked him that, and he didn't really give me an answer. But the problem was, another guy started it on him, an atheist. And the problem there, I say that's a problem because he diverted this guy's attention away from me, unknowingly. Which is why I'm not entirely angry about the situation. I was just a bit frustrated. Because, that's my point though. I don't understand why atheists still insist on arguing facts when they can clearly see that it's an exercise of futility. These people want God to exist and want Christianity to be the truth, which is why they behave the way they do. And unfortunately, people, as much as I've promoted my own book here, nobody has bought the fucking thing. But yet, I've been to countless podcasts, and people just throw fucking money at these people, at the hosts of these podcasts. But yet nobody can seem to fork money over for my fucking book. Now, my Donald Trump book does touch on religion. And everybody knows I'm an atheist. If any of my 20 subscribers have clicked on my book or my videos, which I don't even bother checking, because all I do at this point is just look for Christian propaganda, upload a video about it, and then tell them I've done so, leaving it to them to come to me, because that's how it works. Because they have a tendency to censor people, as we all know. But I'm also writing a book about this, which was originally published in 2016, but long story, leaving me to rewrite it now because my position has changed regarding the second part of this book, hoping to have this book published at some point in this year, which will probably happen by late summer, I think. But the problem is, I don't think anybody's interested, which means that things are not going to change. And I don't care if my book doesn't. It's not about my book's success. It's not about me. It's about getting Christians to back off. That's what I want. And the problem is, it can't really work if not everybody's doing it. What I'm trying to achieve is, while I have had success with my method, the whole idea is to get them to back off and just keep to themselves. And I do this by just questioning everything they fucking say. And they will evade. That means you have to stick to your questions. You have to keep asking it until they fucking answer. And if they don't, you just quickly shut down their evasion and go back to that question. It's not really complicated. It is a bit complicated, but not that bad. What I want to achieve is for the Christians, well, religious people in general, to realize that they're only going to be questioned every time they go out and proselytize or preach or whatever they do. Any public expression of their belief and whatever attitude they have, whether it be hostility or whatever. I mean, preaching has a lot of hostility in it. There's a lot of what do you want? What's the word I'm looking for? When they preach, they have a lot of shit. What the fuck? Hate when this happens. I don't know, but well, whatever. They put a lot of energy into their preaching, and they conviction into it, I guess. And that's what I'm trying to do. I don't have open air preaching around here, but if I did, I'd be over there questioning the guy, and I'd be as loud as I need to be, because I've seen these open air preachers with fucking loudspeakers, with a loudspeaker, and they're pretty obnoxious. But in my observations on videos I've seen, all people do is flock around and attack these preachers, which is not how you do it. So, I even seen a video a few years ago on a podcast. A preacher had some posse with him. One of the posse walked over to this woman who was just screaming because she's offended by this preaching. The guy I guess she got physical with the preacher, so the posse member just grabbed her and threw her. And he was right to do so, unfortunately, because the woman was not behaving properly. So, I don't know what to do with you people. Nothing's ever going to get done as long as we continue the way we are. As long as you people don't see that arguing with Christians is not the way to go. If they don't listen, if all they're doing is repeating the same fallacies and tactics over and over again. It's all psychological. Okay? Get it? Figure it out.